Our first guest is the technical lead and architect for a test solution where test software and hardware integration is an absolute necessity. Please join me in welcoming George Kaehler from Siemens in Germany. Welcome, George. Thank you for being here.
Hello, Ritu. It's great to be here. So my business unit at Siemens makes trains. In fact, it was Siemens who invented the electric train. But today, trains are incredibly complex, software-defined, continuously evolving systems. So first, consider that each train order is completely unique, with sometimes only a few trains on order. They have different systems, components, software, wiring, and so on. And with that costing millions, there's lots to play for on each order. And next, they must integrate with existing infrastructure. And as you know, it's often old and haphazard. And then run in multiple units in different configurations on a daily basis. And ultimately, they must do this in a way that's 100% reliable and safe.
So with each train being different, how do you handle all of the different test cases?
Well, this is where I come in. We, as a team, develop a functional digital twin of all our trains. We call it TrainSim. We've built thousands of digital models representing every single component, right from the smallest diode to large, complex ECUs. Unlike a monolithic model, this gives us ultimate flexibility. With this library, we can digitally build a train, a digital vehicle twin, based on past current state of vehicle development from the ground up, each one custom, just in hours after every design iteration, and then also run it on a digital railway infrastructure with inclinations, curvature, signaling, and so on. But also with many of these digital trains running together, even in a multiple unit configuration. So each box here represents a type of train component. So these components can be fully simulated, software simulated, for example, built in LabVIEW, virtualized controllers created from their software, or replaced with the actual train component. Our engineers can swap between these methodologies in Veristand, easily depending on their testing needs. So with this methodology, we're evolving from a digital twin, from a test and verification tool, into a product design necessity. We want every engineer to have a train at their desk. So a bit like the one shown here, this is a user interface. It's created in LabVIEW, interacting with Veristand and with the real DUTs. So with these digital twins, they can see how their component, or whatever they're building, affects the whole system with every design iteration, or how other things are affecting them.
So how do you connect the digital model of the train to the physical hardware?
Let me show you. This is me in one of our labs. Here we manage over 500 test benches in totally different configurations that use PXI, Rio, LabVIEW, and Veristand. That's hundreds of chassis, thousands of modules that bring our digital twin to life. To do this, we need a huge variety of I/O that integrates with our systems, our software, and so on. So we chose the NI platform because of its wealth of its options and its openness. You have almost everything I need. And when you don't, I can plug in a third-party tool or module or make something in-house.
George, I think this is such a wonderful example of how important it is for us to prioritize having a broad portfolio of hardware I/O and keeping it very tightly integrated with our software.
I agree. We think NI has the best hardware and software for what we do. When you put PXI, C-Series, Veristand, LabVIEW, NI Linux RT together, they deliver the most complete ecosystem on the market.
Well, we are committed to investing in these platforms, so the ecosystem should get stronger and stronger for you.
Glad to hear. I'll finish by sharing that this approach has been really successful for us. In the past, commissioning a train could take 6 months or more, and now we can do it in a few weeks. So I'm proud of our team for this achievement. It's a step change for Siemens Mobility and will save us thousands of engineering hours and millions or more.
Congratulations to you and your team, George. It's so great to see our vision for a software-centric approach to test played out in each of your labs and test systems. Now, for those who want to learn more, I think you're hosting a session later today?
Yes, 2 o'clock this afternoon. We'll go into more detail on architecture, workflow, and how we digital twin with TrainSim.
I hope that you have a great session later, and thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Bye.